guess what? I have recently acquired an adult student. Now this is my second adult student. My first one disappeared. She was 65, I don't know what happened to her. She just stopped calling me for piano lessons all of a sudden. And I think it was because she didn't want to cut her nails that were like 5 inches long. And she only signed up for piano lessons because she wanted to play Happy Birthday on her 65th birthday cruise. So I never saw her again. But this adult student is really interesting. She already knows how to play the piano. She can sight read pretty well. She just wants to learn a little bit more harder pieces than her level, and she just doesn't know how to make that transition. So what I've been doing with this student is I've been helping her understand the building blocks of her piece, seeing the patterns, helping her see her piece different. She doesn't quite see music the way I see it. And today I want to show you how I see music when I'm practicing my La Campanella piece. Once you see these relationships, there's no going back. You will play your pieces faster, better, and your persistence and repetition will pay off in dividends, and you will understand better than most pianists on the planet. All right, let's see how we can see better. Now, if you guys recall, I already played this section in my last video where I sight read it in front of you guys, and remember how slow it was? That was so embarrassing, you know? It was really slow because I didn't have on these glasses, you know what I mean? Now I have the glasses, all of a sudden it makes sense that I can play it faster than I did earlier. Of course, with a little bit of practice. Okay, so let's look at this. Wondering how did I play that so effortlessly? Well, it was because I've learned a couple of things. Step 1. You gotta know your key signature. What are you doing not knowing your key signature? This piece is clearly written in G sharp minor, so we ought to take notice because these specific notes will have relationships with each other all over the page. And there's actually a very specific chord that will appear on this page, which you will see shortly. Well, let's take a look at the scale. We have fat cows get down and, so those are all the sharps within the scale. Now, just a very basic way to look at the scale is looking at scale degree 1, scale degree 5. 5 is usually always a dominant, a tense sounding tone, and then we resolve to the 1 or the tonic or the most home bass note, all right? Then we construct a chord around these two key notes. Now, if I were trying to show my adult student how easy this page was, although it looks and sounds very challenging, it's actually really not. Because right here, I see now, I know once you get through all of the weird accidentals, all those sharp notes and everything, you realize that this is just encircling a D sharp. Sorry. I mean, it just looks like it's doing this. Right? Here, I just see a scale. Look at this right here. D sharp 4 times. Obviously, Liszt wants us to see something about this D sharp. That's scale degree 5. Let's look at the first note right here. Aha, there's a D sharp major chord, which is the 5 chord. Interesting. So we have these thirds encircling the scale degree 5, and then we have a scale. Are you seeing why you should be definitely studying your scales, your chords, and your arpeggios? All of a sudden, we knocked 2 right there. Okay, so let's keep looking. Well, it looks like we're doing the exact same thing. D sharp. Now, instead of thirds encircling the D sharp, now we have sixths. Well, that's a very interesting pick because we know that if we subtract anything from 9, it gives us an inverted interval. This is something really cool to tell all your friends at your next hangout that you didn't invite me to. So if you had a second, that's the same thing as a seventh because 2 plus 7 equals 9. So if you had a third, it's the same thing as a sixth. If you had a fourth, it's the same thing as a fifth. Fifth, fourth, sixth, third, seventh, second, it's all the same, right? So right here, we have a sixth. That's exactly like this. And notice it's the exact same thing. Right here, all of a sudden we have an interesting thing right here. Maybe identify that as some sort of another way to map out a D sharp harmony. This is what I noticed and what transformed my playing to make it really fast. So right here, it's the exact same thing, copy and paste down an octave. And then it happens again. And again. But then a little bit of a change. Now, do you see how that can be transformative? Because when I first sight read this, I thought all of that was different notes. But those are not different notes. That's a copy paste. Always be looking for copy and paste in your music. Always be a pattern recognition genius. Be the pattern recognition genius. It will change your life. Who is learning pieces this fast? Unless you're looking for patterns, okay? Patterns are the way to go. So right here, I see the pattern. Again. Again. Oh, and then it's just traveling down the scale. To what? A D sharp harmony right here. That is the 5 chord. Do you see the chord that's popping up all over the place? Do you see how not knowing your key signature, you might not have understood why is D sharp happening all the time? Well, because it's scale degree 5. We're building the dominant chord, and this whole piece is romanticizing the 5 chord. Why is it romanticizing? Because this is Liszt, and Liszt is in the heat of romanticism because he was a virtuosic, crazy man who wanted to impress all the ladies at the parties. Next up, right here. This looks really hard, right? That looks like, wow, how did you do that? I'm gonna show you my secret. Now, can I be for real? I'll take the glasses off. I cheated a little bit, okay? I'm so sorry. Now, I'm not gonna show you where I cheated yet. I'm gonna explain a few things, and then I'm gonna let you know where I cheated. So, right here, look at this. See that D sharp? See that A sharp? See that D sharp? A sharp, D sharp, A sharp. What on earth is D sharp, A sharp? Fifths. Missing the third. Of what? What is it? I know. It's D sharp major. That's so beautiful. Just a little bit of attention. Like we're in Jaws. Alright? Or a chromatic scale. Or maybe the flying bumblebee. Whoa! We're just doing half steps to get to our chord tones of the 5 chord. Is this making sense? And then you just do it up the piano. Now, check this out. Oh wait, I didn't tell you my cheat, huh? Okay, I'll tell you where I cheated. Please don't judge me. This is the correct way to play it. Do you see how I was supposed to do, like, octave over octave? Octave over... I'm gonna be straight up. I don't know how to do that gracefully, okay? I like to be a graceful person, but that is not graceful to me. So if anyone can leave me a comment down below how the heck I'm supposed to do that gracefully, because I can't even get the speed I want because I'm doing all this crazy stuff. I feel like I'm having a seizure, all right? I cannot be doing that. So what I did, I cheated. I just did this. I just did one note. I mean, who is gonna see this anyways? I mean, this is the only person that's watching me in my piano studio. I can't be bothered. Look at this right here. Didn't that look really cool? But check this out. This is why you wear the glasses, because look at this. I know that sounded really impressive, really virtuosic, all the words, right? Well, look at this. Anybody know what that is? Well, what do we have here but a D sharp 7 chord? Ta-da! It's all D sharp, literally the whole thing. I mean, this is a pretty easy piece to break down. This is not like my most amazing breakdown. I picked the easy, but do you see how grand it sounds? And you might be terrified to play something like this, but with the glasses, you realize this is not very hard. Playing those octaves right there. Now, this is not a music theory thing. This is just a human thing. The way you play those octaves, you gotta hold, this is a good exercise. Hold your arm, and then you see how my hand is really dead? It will be dead playing those octaves, okay? So you wanna make sure your wrist is absolutely like, almost like a zombie. And then you can play the, and just drop. So I think I'm gonna go up and drop. Drop. But I never tense up that wrist, okay? Because if you tense up that wrist and you try to play those octaves like that, you're gonna have to go to the emergency room. I'm not gonna pay for your hospital bills. So just listen to the advice and don't tense. Otherwise, you know, I don't even know anything about health insurance. That's how I do it. And now look at this, right? So I told you 5 resolves to 1. This is such common knowledge, but if it isn't, at least you're learning something new. 5 resolves to 1. Check this out. Look how Liszt resolves to 1. He did this whole grand 7th thing. And then he resolves to G sharp. Did you see the notes? B, D sharp. Hello, that's G sharp minor. I'm just gonna show you this next page and show you a little bit more secrets with the glasses, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? So I'll finish this page. Notice we ended on D sharp. Where do you think we're resolving to? To G sharp minor. And then you finish the piece. What a wonderful thing. But it's all because I'm wearing glasses. I mean, I don't know. Is this like a really challenging video? I'm not really sure. But for anyone who did not know the power of a 5 chord and the power of a resolution to the 1, this is your video. Please let me know in the comments if you guys learned anything from this. If you guys want to get my glasses, I would leave a link in the bio or link in the... What do people say? I don't know. Like these influencers, they really know what they're talking. I'm trying. But if you want my glasses, you'd have to ask my mom because these are actually her glasses. They're not even mine. My glasses have leopard print and I can't find them because I'm kind of a mess. So if you want these glasses, you're gonna have to ask my mom. But if you want piano glasses learn some music theory. It will change your life. You start with all your scales, your chords, and your arpeggios, and you build off from there. There's plenty of YouTube videos about music theory that will help you, and it will help you a great deal in learning pieces way faster and unlocking all the hidden secrets of your pieces that you might not know about. If this made any bit of sense to you, and if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, please leave a comment down below. I love you guys' comments. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everybody.